I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe. I'm going through withdrawals. You don't even have to do too much. You could turn me on with just a touch, baby. Sin City's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can't see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, cut. Yeah, do your story about the post office thing.
Okay, so I was in the office, yesterday, and I was in there with Hev and Santi.
Yeah.
And I was talking to them about this paper lantern idea because that song, Run Into the Edge of the World, where Marilyn Manson came on.
Oh my God, that song.
I love that song.
Huh.
Okay, so we get the paper lantern, we light it up, it goes up into the sky, and we play that song, we're running to the edge of the world. And then, I know,
Don't do that.
I'm not going to quit my day job, but listen, it's a beautiful thing, it's very poetic. And then I make like a weird comment about, well, at least that paper lantern can get up there and smash into one of them aliens that are most assuredly in low Earth orbit right now trying to come for us. And Head was like, wouldn't their ships be stronger than that to not handle a paper lantern? And I laughed. I thought it was hilarious because I pictured two Joe Schmo aliens, one saying, Frank, I knew we should have made that window thicker. Why didn't we make that window thicker? And then the other one says, Bill, maybe if you hadn't been so focused on all this anal probe business, maybe you would have paid more attention to ship design.
I didn't even see that coming. Aliens and anal probes. Who would have thought?
Yeah, you just got to put two and two together that way.
Okay. Yeah. That was something.
Okay,
go ahead and go for it.
And welcome the audience.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me take a sip of this. Are you going to snuggle with this pillow the whole time?
I was just trying to get the hole away from, it's got a hole in it. I don't want people to see my hole.
Welcome to the Thompson Twin podcast or TNT, whatever it ends up being. I tried typing in Thompson Twins on the search, and obviously I just get that "Oh, Hold Me Now" song. They're probably going to sue us if they find out we're using the Thompson Twins as a name.
No, so I don't think they can do that because we were, we're the Thompson. We're twins and we're Thompsons. So
we're born Thompson Twins. We are the original Thompson Twins.
Okay.
So shout out to the audience: Head, Santi, Gary, Naked Tater Tots, kids, wifey. Maria, Erica, and Meow, that was saying hello to your cat.
Oh, shoot. You're just like, wow.
And G-Net, yo, what up to you doggies? Woof, woof, woof. And I know I'm missing people. I already mentioned. D-Master. Hello, D-Master. Good guy. Had a lot of deep conversations with him. And actually, it would be fantastic if we could get him, interview him or something, or tell, some of the stories, because the guy has had some experiences. I've had some experiences. You've had some experiences.
That's what they say.
But things that are beyond explaining, things that show us that we are really interconnected. And on that note, do we miss anybody?
We missed the whole world, if you want to think about it that way.
Do you want to see the farmer's handshake? Go for it, Timmy. Touch him. Yeah.
But anyway, back to the question, right? So Are we ready to do that?
Do you want me to say the question, or do you want to say the question?
So I can, yeah. Like, what do you, what kind of content do you want out on YouTube? Of course, we want to hear from you guys when it comes to what you want to see. But what's your big drive for this? You kind of pushed this a little bit.
That's exactly right. And my ideas for what I'd like to see on the channel are involved with, kind of like spiritual awakening, the unseen, the things beyond what we can perceive, there's stuff here we can't explain. And we're going to cover some of those stories. Like I was saying, D-Master has some of those. Also, I want to talk about narcissism and that spectrum, the codependent narcissistic thing, and how that relates
Absolutely
to the spiritual connotations of that. I'm obviously not a psychologist, but I'm very fascinated by this train of thinking that people have, as far as their narcissistic things. So we're going to cover that, like what that is. Very fascinating stuff. If you want to do your own research on that, Dr. Sam Vaknim is a good place to start. He's got a channel. He pretty much invented the whole thing of this ecosystem of talking about narcissists, because it is an epidemic. It's a pandemic. I
should interject in here that, we can do, links for some, a lot of this stuff too in the description. So
are you going to put like a Dr. Sam Vaknin link in the description or something?
I sure probably could if he's got anything out there.
He's like good at giving you the rundown of tools that narcissists use to manipulate you. They just move you around like little pieces and stuff.
It's a term that goes around a lot.
Yeah. So. And then also too, we're going to discuss bizarre facts, but that's what Timmy was talking about. I'm Tony, by the way. Did I say I'm Tony? I'm Tony. That's what Timmy was talking about. If you have any stories or things that you want to talk about, put them in the comments or tell me if you see me or something. That'd be really cool. I'm always looking for fascinating topics to discuss with Timmy, and Timmy's always looking for fascinating topics to discuss with me. And of course, just like everybody, we have an opinion on everything. Goodness knows. But what I'd really like to see...
Yeah, opinions are like
is
other things.
Like I say, it was about a spiritual awakening. And our journeys in life were so similar. We grew up in the same environment. We have the same DNA. And that's a trip. It's like we've had a very, very similar upbringing, but very, very different experiences.
In adulthood.
Yeah, there's a lot of
reflection. Yeah, we both went two different ways. Yeah.
There's a lot of reflection here. There's a lot of things to learn. And I hope that the audience can, take that away from this. What about you? What kind of content would you like to see?
That is an excellent question. I've thought about it quite a bit. I had started a YouTube channel and kind of dabbled in this before. I was really considering what I wanted my content to be. I started out with something called Worth and Potential, but that kind of thing, I believe in that very much. I think that can be a part of this, but I don't think it sells as well as, a thumbnail of a lady in a swimsuit. But I think that we both came into like kind of our adulthoods late. We were pretty sheltered in a pretty high control religion.
Fascinating stuff you'll hear all about.
Oh gosh, yeah, we could go days and days on that. But and me, I had kind of got out there and did my thing in my own way. But as far as what I want to do, I'm a big fan of a lot of guys. A lot of people, a lot of guys and gals in the psychological field. I come from a background of addiction, so I had to go through a lot of therapy. I put myself through a lot, of things. I wouldn't say that, that the addiction put me through them. I'm the one that made that decision. I own that. So, things like ownership and, correct principles, like honesty, loyalty. But that's what I say. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Jordan Peterson these days. I am getting more interested in narcissism from my own paradigm, of course. So it should be fun. We can also talk about our personal lives, and everybody loves comparisons. We're twins, right? So we can do a lot of that good stuff. I'm really excited about it, for sure.
Excellent. Excellent. That's excellent. The question is, as we think about spiritual connectedness, I think the question of the day for the audience is, do you think there's more than meets the eye in this world? Think about that. Topics like that. Topics that fascinate you. Or have things happen to you that you can't explain. I would love to hear that, personally. So you can either hit those at the comments or see them, tell them to me if you see them, or you thought about something and you read something that was super fascinating, then we can talk about it.
Yeah.
And tell your story, even if you've got a story. And you'll put an email or something like that. Oh dear. Busy, busy, busy.
Yeah. That is insane to me. That is so insane. Yeah. We're going to pull some content together and you'll get some TNT dynamite action. It's a process. I didn't know editing was a process, but I look forward to getting better at it, for sure. I tell you what, it is kind of fun, though. It really is. I've been enjoying it. And I thank you for kind of inspiring me to get into this whole thing again. So
yeah, it's going to take some warming up. We're going to be really new to this match.
These episodes, I'm assuming, are going to come off terribly.
No, they're going to be fine.
Maximum editing.
Hi guys,
because
you're going to love it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. It's
also helping people getting to their authentic self. I just recently had a spiritual awakening, and I feel like, I've finally met a few authentic people, and I'm noticing those people, and I think if we are there, we're going to be putting out some great content.
Just get some of
that.
Okay. So hey guys, I'm Tim, and this is
Tony.
We are the Thompson Twins.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, twins are always about comparisons, right? That's the first thing I think of anyways. Are you identical? Are you fraternal? Yeah, they're fair questions. It's not a bad thing. With that spirit in mind, starting out on this channel that we'd like to get going on, I will let Tony introduce a little bit about himself.
I'm Tony. I like my job. I love my family. Have a little farm, a few animals, and a few kids. And not baby. Well, I do have baby goats, but you know what I mean, children. And I am doing YouTube, and I'm enjoying it. That's who I am. I'm just exploring what it is to be the tone man, somewhat for the first time in my life. Timmy, how about you? What you got?
Yeah, I'm the T-man, I guess.
Yeah.
Unlike Tony, I'm a single guy with no kids, never had any. Never say never, though. I could be the next Hugh Hefner. You never know. Or, no, that's a bad example. Let's go with...
Hugh Hefner?
No, not Hugh Hefner. That was bad.
I was thinking
Mick Jagger. He had a kid at 70. I think. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But anyway, yes. And so I'm kind of doing my thing in the Quad Cities. Tony's back on the farm we grew up on with his family. And we both kind of went different directions after we separated ways in our early 20s, late teens. So
that we did, and here we are reconnected.
So yeah, it's kind of a comparison game when you talk about where we came from and then what we're doing now and how that relates to identical twins. So that's kind of why we wanted to do a really brief, very scratchy surface kind of thing about what we do. Tony's a mailman and I'm a factory manager. And so even our, careers are relatively different since we were kids. And so I'm just doing my thing here and, also seeking truth, and all that good stuff. So that's the glimpse of me,
Yeah. Okay.
It should be fun.
The journey begins.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.